You know, sometimes the wind blows in my face and I just wish it was slapping my nuts instead. Why do you guys always watch my try not to laugh challenges, but you won't watch a video where I'm trying to make you laugh? Hi again, guys, and welcome back to a weird puddle I found in my apartment. I have no idea where it came from. Our friend Gabbie Hanna is in a bit of a predicky dork right now. Over the last few weeks, I feel like her name has been slowly creeping its way more and more into my head. She had like this 5-part docuseries she's been releasing going over her past dramas, and I didn't watch a single one, sorry. And then after that, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but at some point in the last week, every person with this wrinkly organ called the brain between their ears started dropping videos on her. I think it started with Jesse Smiles, who I know has not exactly been on great terms with Gabbie for some time now, but then I hear the name Joey Graceffa for the first time in half a decade because he drops a video on her too. These are all people Gabbie has recently opened her mouth about, if I'm correct, including people I know, like Angelica Oles, who is also in an entanglement. For me, it feels like this shit has gotten so big and so unavoidable, and in typical Kwite fashion, I plan on ignoring all of it. If you're new, it's kind of what we do here. We are not good people. Instead, while her name is freshly skulking around everyone's heads, we're gonna take a look through her body of work and just have a laugh, hopefully at no one's expense. No promises. Before that though, did you know that half of you watching aren't subscribed? That's not okay. Press subscribe and turn notifications on, or get turned into a flesh smoothie, very rich in protein. But first, put that registered firearm away, because I want to tell you about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid has brought console-level gaming to mobile, and there's no going back. Choose from millions of ways to ass-clap dungeons and PvP matches. Check out the link in the description. I'm not afraid to admit that I've lost hours to this game on the toilet, and I've seen a lot of champions. Some of my favorites are Robar, because I imagine he has very loving arms that give great hugs, and also Drexthar Blood Twin, because that name with this character design makes me feel like he could single-handedly crack open the earth to its core. I love the pure convenience of being able to play Raid when I want, where I want, and how I want. It's like having an all-you-can-eat buffet magically float next to you at all times. And this season, Raid has an ongoing schedule of big summer events and activities, like fusion events where you can get legendary champions, and tournaments where you can push other players' shit in to let them know how much cooler you are than them. Not only all that, but Raid has also released 5 new amazing champions. So what are you waiting for? Click the first link in the description or scan my QR code to get the Epic Hero Sonori, 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 ancient shard to summon a champion as soon as you get in the game. This offer is only available to new players for the next 30 days, so you better get a move on. Thanks again to Raid for sponsoring this video. Anyways, back to the shooting range.
I'd be afraid to double cross Gabbie.
Gabbie, I think.
Probably Gabbie.
Oh my god, Gabbie, she would literally murder me with her own hands right then and there.
I would not want to double cross myself.
Is that something you can do? How would double crossing yourself work? If you want to cross yourself up, you have to have your left hand challenge your right hand to a game of pickup. You are legally obligated to slap yourself in the face and to sabotage all of your own shots. Do you believe that I know how to play basketball yet? You can't guard me, bro. You can't guard me.
My name is Gabbie. I am a vaudevillian.
Ooh, if I was Gabbie, I would not be happy. After this episode aired, I would find the cheeky motherfucker who put the sound of someone taking a shit on the piano as my theme music and shut on his face to see how it makes him feel. I have not watched this show, so that might be thematically feeling, but I don't care. I would be petty and not tolerate the perceived disrespect of everybody who's watching's first impression of me being making their ears bleed.
If I was trapped in the 1940s and I could bring one thing from 2019, I would bring something to play my new single, Butterflies, on, now available on all streaming and download platforms, so make sure you go get it. Check out the music video.
Okay, so the reasoning is pretty bad, but think about what the thing you can listen to music on is. A fucking iPhone. That would be pretty damn useful to have in the 40s if no one else did. It would be the singular most powerful computing technology on the face of the earth back then. That would be the most efficient calculator you could get your hands on at the time. You know, assuming you brought the charger too. I think the plugs are still the same as back then, just less asbestos in our outlets these days.
Welcome back, guys, to A Box of Thoughts. I'm Gabbie Hanna, that's Irene Walton, and there's my biggest fan, Peyton.
So,
because I knew how the internet would twist it.
My brain doesn't really work like that completely.
My
so it's
brain is so fucking trained.
Okay, I got no commentary for that clip because nothing happened here, but this is a good excuse to talk about a pet peeve of mine. That clip was found in a compilation by a channel called Funny Edits, and their name's wrong. You forgot the funny. It's just edits. I've talked about this before, but watching these videos is like a really good simulation of vertigo. If you've been through that, you know how much that shit sucks. You're tripping over your own feet, forgetting where you are. You have to lay down down on one side, otherwise you feel like you're going up a fucking roller coaster. It's not fun. For me personally, this entire genre of compilations makes me feel like I'm being held by my arms while Khabib gut punches me over and over again. Nothing against these guys, or you if you like them. To me, it's just like ASMR for my eyes. Painful. That tangent aside, I'm not really sure the rationale, but Gabbie seems really weirdly fixated on letting me know that she could have sex with everybody I care about. Thankfully for me, though, that is nobody. Good morning. Daily reminder that I could fuck both your parents and the one person on earth that you love, but choose not to. I love you all. Have an amazing day. Just a reminder that I could fuck both your parents and the one person you love the most, but choose not to. Have an amazing day. Did you really need to tell me that on 2 separate occasions? And also, could you actually? Because both of my parents are 6 feet under and decomposing. I'm basically Batman, so it's pretty obvious why you're choosing not to have sex with them. And then aside, do you really need to be able to fuck all of them? Isn't being a capable homewrecker that could destroy my relationship with me and my imaginary significant other enough? You've got to be able to fuck my parents too? I can respect the ambition, but someone who needs me to know they can fuck people I love that much has something to prove. Whether it's to me or themselves, I got no clue.
My face deadass looks like a filter to make your face look weird. But this is just my fucking face.
Bro, Gabbie, your face just looked like a face. It's not that off-putting, I promise. If it makes you feel better, it's not worse than what's under here. The only thing that's really scaring me about this TikTok is how intensely she's staring through the screen. She's reminding me of the No Coincidences guy, and that it feels like she's reaching through the internet with her eyes to grab my heart and stop it from beating. Could probably fucking shoot lasers out those retinas. Yeah, that was a little awkward to watch, wasn't it? I did not make an editing mistake. I just made you experience it how I had to. This passionate and wild dance to complete silence. And that's because it highlights a thing on TikTok I've been thinking about in the back of my head for a while, that the people who create these viral sounds have way too much fucking power. I can't tell you how many times I've been swiping on my For You page and some guy comes up power tripping about how he has the ability to just ruin thousands of videos. Well, that video is what that looks like. Someone using their power for evil and ruining a dance.
They said they're scared right now. Why are you so scared, children?
Not gonna lie, guys, this is definitely me talking to my cum after I just rubbed one out. They're always just sitting inside the sock so pitifully after the fact. I mean, sometimes I wonder if those unborn sperm cells get post-nut clarity too. If I talk to them and they don't respond, it makes me feel a little closer to what never was. And on the list of shut the fuck up, Kwite, why would you say that jokes, this is surprisingly low on the list. Also, take another look at these eyes. You can't tell me you don't feel like she's staring at you through the screen now. Wah, wah, wah. Bitch, I'm Lil Baby. See, I can do it too. I've been practicing that one a lot. I imagine Gabbie was just messing around here trying to sound like a cat and burst some eardrums as well towards the end. And because of that, I'm not going to comment too hard on it. Instead, I'd like to direct your attention to the artistry of One Little Baby. Listen to how he came up with that line from earlier.
The one song, the lyric, wham, 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 bitch, I'm Lil Baby. How'd you think of it?
I actually came up with it with one of the bros in the studio, but I'm glad we came up with it.
Genius.
That's a dude who clearly takes pride in his work, and I'd be a scummy piece of shit if I didn't take the time to recognize it. We're really lucky to have artists like Lil Baby making music today.
I'm back, bitches. And I don't want to hear. I'm acting different.
You're acting different, Gabbie. I don't know how you were before. I just wanted to be an asshole. Sorry, sometimes my inner commentary channel just pops out and I can't control it. Gets ahead of my brain. This next part might be nitpicking, but I feel like the way she's wearing the hoodie completely defeats the purpose of wearing a hoodie. Shoulder fully exposed, letting all that air in. It's not gonna work great as insulation, Gabbie. You're wearing that hoodie how I wear underwear. Barely.
I just love to be the center of attention, obviously.
I see that head to toe.
Are you single?
I am exploring that.
Oh, so this bookmark says evil on one side and live on the other.
That sounds like an Eminem lyric.
Oh my fucking god! Why an Eminem lyric of all things? I know he's gotten like worse in recent years, but even he could probably write some better shit than evil backwards is live. Also, this is from another one of them edit channels. In any compilation like this, they always add the little reaction gifs, so I know how I'm supposed to feel. It's okay, 13th Reason. Concerning name aside, I know how to feel, because I just felt it. I don't need this guy smugly staring into the back of my skull for the 4th time this video. I get it! Anyways, that's enough Gabbie Hanna for one video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe with notifications on, or it's your ass getting tied up on the barbecue skewer. Remember, don't go after anyone I talked about in this video. It helps no one, and this is meant to be lighthearted and all that. It really just wastes your own time when you go out and do that shit. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Kwite, where I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. My second channel, Quote, where I post stream highlights. Join my Discord, discord.gg/Kwite. Follow me on Twitter, @Kwite, on Instagram, @Kwite.png, and on TikTok, @KwiteTikTok. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I'll see you inside the bowels of a whale's stomach.